Okay, it's the 3rd of May 2016. I'm back at Site 4, checking out the area for recent activity. I'm very fortunate because I've been able to pin down an area that I know is active, and so therefore I can come back to it and check the area regularly to see if there's been any change, any fresh changes. And there's been a hell of a lot of fresh changes here over the winter, but trying to find something that we found last winter that was I think you'll find quite interesting. This is part of Site 4. Okay, I think we're going to have problems finding it. Maybe, maybe not. No, we found it. Okay. Right. Something we found last year. October time, but we found the skull cap of a deer that was positioned on the top of here. Right, by itself, I would say, yeah, it could well be a human doing that, but then when you consider the context it's in, alright, you've got the skull cap there, and then you've got one massive ground stick shoved in there. You've got this massive ground stick shoved in here. Got a ground stick here. You've got a fresh ground stick here. This is one that's been added over the winter. This is an old one, and a huge thick ground stick being shoved in the ground here, and yeah, that's where the skull cap is. Yeah, there's a few other ground sticks around here. In fact, there's quite a few. This looks like a freshly added one this winter. You think, well, is it possible that nature is doing this? All these sticks falling into the ground, and I've been to a neighbouring wood looking for signs of natural. There's another fresh one. Oh, hang on a minute. That one looks like the bark has been taken off it. And then you've got another one here. Could this be happening naturally? Well, in answer to that, I'm going to have to say an absolute no. Even if the ground was sodden. There you go. Let's see what happens here. No, let's do the best of 5. No. No. No, one more for luck. No. Right. Chance of it happening. I know these things can fall from a greater height, but some of these sticks are very thick, and to fall like that right next to each other, they're different parts of a branch, or different branches entirely, is not gonna be the case. All right. I'll show you another ground stick here. Alright. Some of these, yeah, I'd agree, some of them could potentially be naturally made. But when you consider the fact that I went round a wood and found no actual ground sticks of any shape or form. I did find one that happened to have fallen into a badger's latrine, so it was sticking up, but that was put down to the badger doing that. But yeah, even when there's forestry work, there was no oh, there's another ground stick here. There was no chance of it being any ground sticks being formed that way. This is a fresh one from this winter. Right, what I want to show you is, if I can find it. I think it's past there. Right, let's carry on this way. Here. Last October, I was doing a solo here at night. Just parked up in the car. Another one. Yeah, that's stuck in the ground, and look, that looks like it's been shredded. Bark's been shredded off the top there. And no, not at all. Yeah, I was doing a solo here, which I do. There you go. Another one that's stuck in the ground. Yeah, that's pushed well in. Alright, so that's no accident. Yeah, I was doing a solo. Another one. Yeah, that's stuck in. And that one there, that huge one, that's one as well. Okay, we'll go in and show it. Here we go. Here's another one. And here's another one. It looks quite fresh, but that's quite an old one. So I don't know what's happened. I think this one has been snapped off at some point over the winter. But yeah, that's a huge one that's been driven in the ground. And I know it's driven in the ground because we've taken it out. Yeah, as I say, I was doing a solo. Doing a solo here, just from the back of the car. and it's getting dark. I set up my microphone for the night. Oh, I'll show you these first. Setting up the microphone for the night, and walking back to the car, which is a couple of hundred, well, about 100 meters away from the microphone. 2 minutes, and I had a tree pushed over, and fortunately I managed to record it, and this is the tree. We've established that this must have been the tree. It was quite fresh, and it was on a night that had absolutely no wind whatsoever. Now, some of these roots, that one there is rock solid. That was rock solid there, rock solid there. I think this bit here was rotten. Oh, that bit was okay, but there was another bit that was rotten. But overall, there was no reason at all for this tree to fall over. But it fell over, roots and all, 2 minutes after I started recording, and I was recording, the recording equipment was just over there, alright, and I was parked up way down there. Was it them? Yes, it was them, because I was using the parabolic dish afterwards, and I can hear crunch crunch footsteps around here. I also had a small stone that was thrown at my recording equipment, and we found the following day, when we came looking for the tree that was being pushed over, there was no way on earth I was going in here by myself looking for the one that was responsible for it, and sure enough we found quite close to where the recording equipment was. The recording equipment was just over there, and there was a stump of the tree that had been pushed in, kicked in down here. Fresh signs. No, there's no chance of anyone coming in here, I would say, doing that sort of stuff, but it was coincidental. It was right next to where the microphone was recording. So yeah, that was a brief tour of Site 4, and show you why it's active here. Yeah, I've got the recording of the tree being pushed over. It's not brilliant because the recording equipment was facing the other direction, but still, it was a recording of an Anglo Sasquatch pushing over a tree, that tree that you could see over there, here last October. And I've got more to release at a later stage, but for the time being I'm sitting on all of it. But it gives you a rough idea of what sort of activity we've got here. That's the first and only time that I've had what could be viewed as oh, it's another ground stick. Threatening behaviour. The first potential threatening behaviour I'll have to talk about at a later stage, but yeah, that was one of the reasons why I was alerted to this area. But even so, that tree being pushed over, I'm sure that was aimed at me actually putting out the recorder, because that was 2 minutes after I put the recorder out. So they must have seen what I was doing, kicked in that stump over there probably, and then came down here and then pushed that tree over in a bit of annoyance. So yeah, it's been fun. Was I scared? Yes. But also I knew that so far, if they wanted to have hurt me, they could quite easily have hurt me. They've been very close to me, but they haven't done anything. So it was probably more annoyance at me using the recording equipment than actually aimed at me, because the stone was thrown at the recording equipment later on that night. It was about 20 minutes later. But I've had a few close contacts with these forest people, and yeah, what I can say is, you know, you can take it or leave it. Am I telling the truth or not? It's entirely up to you whether you believe me or not, but I know in my heart that they are here. I'm dealing with a community of them here, and I'm not the only person that has witnessed activity here, and you know, I'm doing my best to get conclusive evidence to confirm that they are here, that they do exist. It's not just a myth. The UK does have its own Sasquatch type forest people. I'm dealing with some right here. This woodland here, they come down probably every other night. Come through here. Right, I'm going to leave it here for today. Yeah, the story continues. All right, over and out.